Hello and welcome back. It's been a little bit since I played this few. It's been a bit of a busy time, especially for recording and such. So I know episode for today and tomorrow. Probably a bit on the late side I'm recording this, but hopefully I'll be able to get my recording schedule in order soon enough after this. So everything comes out exactly when you'd expect them to. Every single time. I had no idea there was a mechanism like this in the underground passage. I can hear the melody more clearly now. Right. That was a song just soothing throughout the passageway, and I assume it's coming from the opera house. Because where else would it come from? Looks like this leads out to the surface. Okay, let's follow and see where we come out. Here goes. There were those passageways just all about the various city pods. I remember one being like, nope, you can't go in there. So maybe there's an elaborate cityscape. Like, or no, well, sewer below that leads to the cityscape.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight!
Oh, they have like fast travel all around, just using those or something. I don't know.
Of course!
Well, there's another rest point there, so you can get another boss. It's weird at the moment. She's not the easiest one to hit. Get
Enemies
advantages
ahead.
on.
We'll have to fight.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Is that a treasure chest?
It is, right? It's not an attack one. Nope, not an attack one. That's what I was afraid of. It has like this white, like, weird pattern across, if it's one of the attack ones, one of the ambush ones. Go.
Leave it to me.
Oh yeah, didn't get a new petrification shell. Fires a bullet that can petrify, can unbalance.
Locked and loaded. You won't get away. All right, let's keep moving.
Well, I don't even know if it petrified.
There's a light.
The sound's getting louder too.
We must be getting close to the exit now.
Yeah, but there's also another rest point, which is really weird. Oh, it doesn't have a, like, modify and everything. It's just a random actual rest point. Just a rest point. Okay. Maybe not a boss then. But maybe I should save just in... No, I think I'll be fine. It's never like... Whoa, damn. Okay. Where the fuck are we? What, did we come up in the Royal Palace or something? Ah. Isn't this Mater Park? We're not far from City Hall. Oh, okay. Yeah, this has never seemed like the type of game to, like, give multiple bosses when you might not be expecting it. Especially when you've already gotten one for the day. Especially on what seems to be a lower day. Ooh. I don't think I've been here before. Am I not supposed to be here? I mean, why didn't I come here before? Who would have guessed that those underground tunnels would spit us out somewhere like this? The layout's remained unchanged since it was created during the Dark Ages, so you can really feel the city's history. It seems like the network of passages here is even bigger than Breahart's underground waterway. Hey, Elliot. Something wrong? Oh, sorry. I was just listening to the sonata and realized the musicians playing it over there are actually friends of mine. Oh, let's go talk to them. Let's hear about all the, like, weird thing. Oh, did they get into the music school and you didn't? Would this be super duper awkward or something? They look like students. They seem exceptionally skilled for their age. Oh, they are. I'm really proud to know them. Would you guys mind if I went over and said hi? Oh, no sweat. Let's go. Or maybe we should go greet them too? Oh, yeah. Cool beans. let's go do that. Where are they? They're all the way across Crystal Garden. I think that was mentioned by one of the NPCs. Oh, where are y'all from? I'm pretty sure you'll come to a dead end if you go up there. Oh, wait. Just be sure to stay away from the plants. My grandson and I take care of them every day. Stay away from my plants or I'll kill you. Calm down, old man. Damn. Crystal Garden. Ooh, I can actually go in. This was mentioned as one of the places one of the royals was going for their super elaborate duper festival event, right? Yeah, I thought so. Oh, sorry. The Crystal Garden is closed for the day. Sorry, we forgot to lock the door. It's weird, but yeah, we don't lock doors around here. I mean, this is a capital in a city, but we don't lock doors. Ah, that's right. I remember hearing that the Crystal Garden closes at 5 p.m. Oh, that's a shame. It looks like a pretty garden too. I wish we stopped by sooner. Haha, it's okay. We're not really that strict about enforcing the closing time. You're welcome to take a look around if you want. Still, the plants here do look prettier during the day. If you have some free time, try to come back here tomorrow. You'll definitely be impressed. So basically, I feel like the game's telling me, yes, you're going to come back here. Very, very soon. But it really... I mean, it would be really hard to enforce this at this point. The game seems to make no attempt to actually make this a wardened off area. Ooh, are these blenders? Shop. Golden juice, apple juice. Ooh, these are actually pretty good. Ripe orange. I want the apple juice. Give me the motherfucking apple juice. I love apple juice in real life. It's fucking delicious. Give me your fucking apple juice. I'm sure it's great. Why, hello there, you completely not ridiculous kids. Just sitting out in a park with your violins and flutes and just playing together. Constantly and unabashedly. I mean, it sounds not... I'm surprised this was ringing out in the underground. I mean, it wasn't that loud. Huh. I really did expect to come up in the opera house, because having the an internal building, I mean, it can funnel the sound energy down into the tunnels. It made a bit more sense for it to actually be heard how it was, but this is an open area. The idea of it getting down there is just so... It's a bit ridiculous, honestly. Just from a scientific point of view, and I probably really shouldn't be caring about that. But it bugs me in a really weird, nagging way. Wait. Elliot? Elliot, you're back! Hey, great to see you again, Morris. You too, Ron. Kalinka. Your name's Kalinka? Kalinka. I don't know, but wow, that's a weird name. Especially with Morris and Ron there. Feels like forever since you've been around. Seems like you're doing well. So, who are your friends? We're Elliot's classmates at Thor's Military Academy. It's a pleasure to meet you. It seems we're all about the same age, too. So, you're Elliot's hometown friends, huh? Which school's uniform is that? Oh, we're students at the Music Academy. Ah, I knew it. Of course. Why didn't Elliot get in? I'm guessing his father probably had something to do with it. I mean, either he really does suck, which seems to probably not be the case based on my experience with him, or probably someone in his family, basically just his father, stopped him from going into there because they, I don't know, despite his entire family being big music nerds, they maybe thought music was a dead end. I mean, that's a pretty believable reason why he wouldn't go in. Music, huh? Yeah, it's an academy that puts the main focus on music. The school itself is on the outskirts of the district. A lot of the famous musicians have really just graduated from there and stuff. Well, that explains why you all play so well. Thanks. Our academy plays for the concert they hold in the summer festival every year. Classes are over for the day, so we're just adding a little polish before our performance. Oh, right. That does seem like the perfect place to practice. Huh, yeah, I can't believe how good you've all gotten, though. I mean, you're always great, but you've improved a ton. You must have really been practicing. You really think so? Well, we have been practicing. I'm practically hearing the songs in my sleep now. That's so true. I guess I'd be pretty disappointed if, after all that, we weren't getting at least a little better. I just wish you were at the music academy with us. This is about to get really, really awkward, isn't it, Elliot? Don't misunderstand. Thor's has a really good reputation and all. Still, are you still practicing the violin? Yeah, in club practice. I ended up joining the Academy's wind orchestra, actually. I'm glad to hear it. You were really good. I'd hate to hear you'd given it up or something like that. Hopefully, we'll get another chance to play together someday. Yeah, I'd really like that. Whoa, is that time already? Whoa, we'd better get back to the Academy. The festival will be here before you know it, and we've got practicing to do. I do admire your dedication to your craft. Well, if you got some free time, it would be great if you could see us perform in concert. That goes for all of you. The more the merrier. Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. By the way, would we happen to have to buy tickets? I mean, is there any chance you're trying to sell us? Is that the reason why you're saying more the merrier? See you later, Elliot. Wow. For some reason I read his name instead of Elliot. Alright. Later. Oh, they seem like nice people. Elliot? You don't have to tell us anything if you don't want to. Clearly, this will be a super, super awkward situation if you really don't want to, but if you want to, just let us know about any backstory that might be relevant to the current awkwardness to alleviate that a little bit. Feel free. Anytime. Hey, are you? No, it's not that. Anyway, how about we, swing by the hotel to give a report and then head back to my house. Sis is probably busy cooking up a storm by now. Okay. Let us be off then. It's a nice, peaceful night. Typically in cities, even now, when there's significant traffic on the road and whatnot, I suppose there wasn't really much traffic around Alto Street, but I have been suspecting that a lot of the lack of traffic comes from the lack of, well, engine power, Vita power, stuff like that. That night, after enjoying a wonderful meal prepared by Fiona, we were invited into Elliot's room. Oh my goodness. We're going to the next stage. Elliot, it's too soon. You're my bro, but come on. We can't do this. Why is she so happy about this? No. Wow, he has his own piano and multiple no, those look like basses, actually. Did they just take the same violin model and just... Did they just take the same violin model and just make it bigger at various different sizes? Because, I mean, the violin being bigger looks like a bass. And really, honestly, I can say that's about it. It looks like it. It's very different, but still.
He could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys.
Is it not? Because I sort of figured it was a rabid obsession from before even this. And thank you for confirming it, Elliot.
You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist. Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing her love of music.
Really?
Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Again, Elliot, you are free to not answer at your leisure, but it would make things much less confusing if you don't find this awkward.
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. But I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
Oh.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano. Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together. But 7 years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away. After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same.
Specifically become a pianist, or...?
But Dad wouldn't hear of it. It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the Empire making his living through music is absurd. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen.
So your father's an asshole. Okay, good to know.
Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy. I hated him for it. I really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. I'd get smoked in a real war.
Oh, come on, Elliot. You've been so helpful.
But after some research, I found one academy, Thor's, offered plenty of music-related classes. And that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military. In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thor's. Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield, but I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kinda cooled off. But I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
Oh, no. That was big of you, Elliot. To tell us all that. You know what? Bro, I'm proud of you.
So that's how you ended up at Thor's.
I had no idea.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thor's and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study. Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thor's than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Elliot.
Wow, you've really given this a lot of thought.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I wish I thought so too. I still feel jealous when I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret that.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Maybe he's just oblivious.
Maybe I'm rubbing off a bit too much on him.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Reen.
Oh, you.
Actually, I just remembered. I guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
Oh, okay, we can take care of that while we're in the city, too.
What is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
Well, we have a goal for the upcoming few days. Yes! Elliot, I will do everything in my power to get you up there. I probably don't have much power, honestly, but I will do everything in my power. Afterward, Elliot decided to take the opportunity to spend the night at home. So the remaining 4 of us began to make our way to the old guild building where we'd be spending the night. See you, Elliot. We got plenty of backstory from you. I guess we'll go take care of these 2 ridiculous little fellas who just can't seem to work together, despite wanting to. I can't believe it's already past 9. And I'm staying at Elliot's longer than I thought. Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to break out the coffee after our meal, too. She invited us back for breakfast tomorrow. We've hardly been here a day, and she's already my favorite person. I'll have to thank her properly at some point. Still, I've lived all my life here. But it's only now that I'm running around doing these field study tasks that I'm realizing just how big this city is. Yeah, I'll bet. They're just going to slip tomorrow's task into the guild's mailbox, right? Yeah, they should be delivered first thing tomorrow morning. Seeing how organized my father is, I doubt they'll be delivered on time. Oh, I don't doubt they'll be delivered on time, though I do worry what we're in for. I have this terrible feeling that it'll put us a task far more difficult than we can actually handle or something. I can see what you mean. All the more reason we should finish up our report and head to the sack early. Hit the sack early. Hey, what's wrong? When did you get up there, Fee? Hey, what's wrong, you two? You tired or something? You've been awfully quiet. No, not really. However, listening to Elliot has finally shown me what I must do. Fee, I challenge you to a duel. What? Hey, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Tonight, right? Yes, tonight. I fear I won't be able to sleep until this has been resolved. Hold on a minute. Where did this come from? A duel? What are you talking about? Exactly what it sounds like. Fee and I will face each other in single combat to determine the victor. That's all. Oh, that's all. Are you kidding me? Well, you can't do it in a populated area like this, especially at night. Wake up the whole neighborhood. Wouldn't a guild house for a guild that seems to be very combat-oriented have some sort of training room? Oh, I guess the park would work too. How about the park we were at earlier? Matter Park, was it? Mater Park? Matter Park? That seems like an ideal venue. The area around the exit, the underground passage should be nice and quiet. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad. But honestly, Reen, you're just gonna go along with this, are you? Oh, shush it. The capital might have a heady knife life, but that's no excuse to cause a commotion. Well, alright. Let's head over to the park then. Trams are still running, right? They run until around 11. Are we seriously even doing this? I suppose we are. Interesting. Whenever I hear Mater, I think of the character from Cars. I've never seen Cars 2, but Cars 1. Cars 1 is okay. Pixar makes some pretty darn good movies, honestly. I don't think I've watched this animation of getting picked up by the train. I think I've quick traveled every other time. So it's sort of weird that I actually went here instead of just quick traveling, so... Still a nice little park. The park's scenery has an almost mystical air about it. At night, it's nice. Ha, you're in luck. Not too many people seem to be taking a leisurely stroll at this hour. I mean, that may be true, but this is still the capital. You really shouldn't be fighting here. How did it come to this? I'll put a sock in it, Machias. I'm apologizing for burdening you with this, but I appreciate you keeping watch. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, well, anyways, let's move over to the gazebo we came out of earlier.
Ah, what a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
No denying those two have some surprising similarities.
Well, yep, no denying that. But the weird thing is I'd be more accepting of the plan if Fee used less loud weapons, you know, like grenades and guns. You know, stuff that actually might cause a racket. I don't see any people in this part of the park. I'm fine with here if you are.
All right, Fee. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past, your personal history. At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really? Yeah, all things considered, Fee's strength is totally improbable for someone her size. Even, like, games acknowledging it.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger Corps. I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light. If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you.
You know, I suppose, sort of like if Laura was a police officer, or she came from a family of police officers and she was going into it, and like really upstanding police officers, and Fee came in and she was like from a inner city gang or something. She lived in one all her life or something like that.
However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully. And that was when I finally realized. During all these months we've spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So, that's how it was. Did you know about this? Yeah, I noticed it during our fight with the monster earlier. Bullshit, Reen.
You weren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so honestly. I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
It's very simple, really. I want to know because I like you.
What are you...
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Reen, and I feel the same way now. That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say. That's our lore, alright.
You really are something else.
Yeah, well. That's certainly a different reason than I expected.
It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. Because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle.
You guys, maybe you should, not overdo it.
I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
I mean, those blades are still sharpened, yeah?
Fine by me.
Are
You
you...
just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
Oh, Magius. You'll never understand girls. Shall I
All right.
referee this?
I'll officiate
Yep,
your duel. Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
Go!